Carlos Ramos prepares to officiate Sunday's match. Darko Bandic Associated Press, by Cindy Boren reporter covering sports, with an emphasis on politics and national stories. Email bio follow September 17 at 9:39 a.m. Carlos Ramos, the umpire who made headlines for penalizing Serena Williams during the U.S. Open Women's Singles Final, was back in the chair again Sunday and issued a code violation to a player for slamming his racket to the ground. This time, though, there was no controversy. Croatia's Marin Cilic smashed his racket to the red clay during his Davis Cup match against Sam Querrey of the United States in Zadar, Croatia, and earned what was only a warning from Ramos because it was the first violation. A second code violation brings a point penalty, and a third is penalized by the loss of a game, as was the case with Williams a week ago. Usually when you break a racket, you get a code violation, Cilic said, via the Associated Press. The incident ended there, with no words exchanged, and no controversy bubbling up. Cilic was unnerved and angry after committing a series of errors in the third set against Querrey. He went on to lose 6-7, 2-7-6, 6-6-3, 6-4 to Querrey, who was playing in Steve Johnson's place. The victory by Querrey, even the best-of-5 series at 2-2. In the decisive fifth match, Borna Coric defeated Frances Tiafoe 6-7, 0, 6-1, 6-7, 11, 6-1, 6-3, sending Croatia to the final against France in November. Ramos became the focus of accusations of a double standard being applied in women's tennis, after he assessed Williams 3 code violations in her championship match with Naomi Osaka on September 8. He first warned her about receiving coaching from Patrick Mouratoglou in the stands, docked her a point when she smashed her racket in frustration at the accusation that she would cheat to win, and penalized her a game in the critical second set for verbal abuse. "I don't understand. If you're a female, you should be able to do even half of what a guy can do," she told interviewer Lisa Wilkinson in an interview with the Australian current affairs show, The Project. Serena Williams denies getting coaching, points to feeling a double standard. The fallout from the U.S. Open has been the talk of sports for more than a week, and Williams' accusation of sexism has sparked a debate. Billie Jean King and U.S. Tennis Association President Katrina Adams have agreed that a gender-based double standard exists, while male British player